Hey everyone, it is the Honey Badger here, and today we are going to be showing you how to install a new steering wheel into your vehicle. Specifically, we're going to be doing this on my Nissan 720 pickup truck. You're going to need the wheel that you're going to be installing into the vehicle. You're also going to need the installation kit for this Grant steering wheel. It's this kit for mine. It's a 3592 is the code for this. Basically adapter kit, so it adapts to this pickup. And you're gonna want a steering wheel and locker removal kit. You can actually just rent these from your local automotive stores, and then they refund you it when you bring it back. So get one of these, pick it up. It's gonna make the job a lot easier than just trying to get it off, because wheels are usually on pretty tight, which is a good thing, especially when you're driving. So you're gonna want one of these for the uninstalling of the old wheel, and your basic hand tools, obviously, so you can wrench. Other than that, that's really all we need. Now we need to get into the pickup and remove the old wheel with our lock plate removal kit and get the new one installed. Shouldn't be too difficult. Let's just jump into it. Never actually looked at my steering wheel because it came with this cover on it and the cover was nice. Yeah, this wheel's like actually destroyed underneath. It's like missing, or they shaved it to get this to fit. Nice cover, don't know where it came from, my previous owner, but wheel's completely destroyed, so I'm glad I'm kind of replacing this. Anywho. Ooh, it's a 22. Big boy. So now that we have the actual like nut and washer off, this is the point where the wheel is free to come off, but I mean, simply pulling on it's not going to do that. So this is where the kit that we rented comes into place, where we'll get a couple of the screws mounted down into here with the plate over the top, and that will, as we tighten these ones, push against the bolt shaft, and that will help pop the whole thing off. All right, now that I have the parts I believe I need, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't used one like this before. We're just going to mount this up there. We'll get everything lightly tightened, and then it should, in theory, we'll be able to apply the pressure and slowly work the wheel off. That was unbelievably easy. It's just a matter of getting the leverage directly onto it, and then just really you get that one pop. And it comes off, and that is super, super simple. And then you have a disgusting old steering wheel off. So at this point in the video, I lost the audio, so I have to do it again. And I'm just gonna talk over myself and tell you what I'm doing. So this is the hub that is part of the kit. At the top of it, it does say top. You're gonna want to line that up with that mark I made on the steering shaft itself. So you can tell when it's gonna be straight, but it does say top on it, so make sure you do have that in the correct direction when you go to mount the new steering wheel. Now, the next thing that we are gonna address is a cap that comes with it to cover that up. It does have a pass-through on it for the wire that comes through for the horn. And then there are 3 bolts that are gonna attach this to the hub itself, but those are actually gonna go through the steering wheel as well. Now, that's not what mounts the wheel to the whole assembly. You're gonna go back and use that giant 22mm bolt to mount the entire wheel to the whole shaft and assembly. So, but these help hold everything in place. There's another pass-through for that wire on the actual wheel. And you can place things out and you can kind of get lightly adjusted or lined up and get your little bolts that actually are shoulder bolts. And that's gonna come into handy for the horn attachment and those like little metal shiny pieces on the wheel to help connect the entire assembly for the horn as well. Everything is now lightly in place. We have those shoulder bolts just there holding things, but nothing's fully secure. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the big bolt that holds the wheel actually to the shaft down. So go ahead and get that in place and get everything tightened down.
Now that we have everything all tight for the wheel and it is on, we have the shoulder bolts that we're gonna take off that just kind of helped hold everything in place. And now we're gonna put in the horn part that gets held on those shoulder bolts so it has some movement to it. And we'll plug in the horn to it to have that connected and grounded. And then all we have to do is take the little drop-in spring that holds the cap, and that little cap just twists in at the end, super easy to put it in, and that just sits nice inside of it, and we'll just put it on and we'll be done. And there we have it. The wheel is in the pickup and it looks a lot better. It matches everything in there too a lot better as well. And as something that you always are pretty much holding on to, it's nice to have just something new and fresh in your hands with the rest of the new interior. It just makes everything feel, you know, a lot different but still familiar. So definitely a big fan of how this turned out. Looks good as well, and pretty happy with the results. And not overly expensive too, to get it updated from the old stock wheel, which was obviously just really falling apart. So really happy with how this all turned out. Make sure you guys are subscribed for more future content on this vehicle and on others. Make sure you have that bell notification on. Drop a like on this video, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one.